I have no idea what they'll be doing today at the Wantima Country Golf Club, 15 kilometres northwest of Brisbane, near Strathpine. Their greatest supporter, 28-year-old Cameron Smith, has overnight won the British Open Golf Championship with a 20 under par total of 268, the lowest winning score ever in a British Open at St Andrews, bettering the performance of the great Tiger Woods, who won at 19 under par in the year 2000. His final round, Cameron's, was 64. It included 6 birdies on the back nine. Indeed, his back nine of 30 is the lowest score on the back nine by any champion in Open history. Tiger Woods used to make history whenever he walked onto the golf course. 2 years ago, 2020, in the US Masters, the same Cameron Smith became the only player ever at Augusta, even though he lost, to shoot 4 rounds in the 60s. I remember back in December 2012, 10 years ago, reminding my listeners of this same young man. He was an amateur then, playing in the Australian Open, when he reeled off 4 straight birdies on the back nine in the 3rd round to almost take the lead as an amateur in the Australian Open. At the time, he said Adam Scott was his hero. And he's a mad supporter of Queensland Rugby League and a great admirer of the Rugby League, Cameron Smith. Incidentally, yesterday, Adam Scott was tied for 15th at 10 under, 10 strokes behind the great Cameron Smith. This is a wonderful story. Cameron Smith always says how grateful he is to his parents. He said, "It cost a lot of money for me to have a coach and a new driver, money which at times they probably didn't have." His mum worked in the furniture department in Chandler's in Brisbane. His mate from Pine Rivers State High School, Jack Wilkos, was working the night shift for the Brisbane City Council. He quit the council and went to America to work for his mate. His mate, Cameron, loves fishing, and Jack's there to make sure the rods and reels are ready and there's fresh bait and ice ready for their fishing expeditions. When he talks about his mum and his family and his sister, Cameron Smith gets emotional because through COVID, he said, he hadn't seen them for years. But when he won the Players' Championship earlier this year in Florida, £5.25 million, American dollars rather, for the winner, the parents were there. His coach, Grant Field, has been with him forever, but he doesn't travel with him. And even though 28-year-old Cameron Smith is now arguably the best golfer in the world, the flowing mullet, see it there, will stay. It's a fabulous story. As his mate Jack says of Cameron, he's a bit rough around the edges, but he's solid as. Cameron Smith may have a lesson for the Australian rugby side when he said after winning the British Open, quote, "Over the years I've figured out that if you're going to win, you have to be really aggressive and sometimes take your chances. There have been a couple of times," he said, "that I've been aggressive and it's cost me. But to win the big ones, you need to be really aggressive and take your chances," unquote.